Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on Earth. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS. And today we're looking at ShimmerVerb. But first, I'm going to give you a preview of something I've been working on with somebody named Kev Hart. Yes, indeed. So if you are watching over there on Facebook, welcome to the show. And what are you doing? You can come over here to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/JadeStarr, or you can head over to howtoapponIOS.com and you can view all the stuff there in the browser because the show is added to the browser each day and there are playlists, merch and all that stuff from the website. Hey, let's say hello to people in the chat. I hope you're doing well today. Hello to Sean Chandler, cool, Tom Michelle, Danny Broderick, Doctor's Order, Guzzo of Oz, Russ 8889, who I mastered 4 songs for yesterday. 4 songs for Russ, yeah, on the Patreon, Pete Johns, what's the good word, players? Hey, player. Thomas Gillane, good evening. I hope I just watched an ad. Who else is here? There was a scroll down. Let's see. I think that's it. Benedict Stewart, long time no see. Good to see you. Okey-doke. Well, I'm going to tell you about an app today. First, we're going to look at if there's any apps that are on sale. Are there any? I'm not sure. Look exactly the same as it was yesterday. Mammoth Base. So there really looks like there are no added apps that have been added to that list. So I can't help you there with discounts or anything like that. Nothing really has changed. Such is life. Okie doke. Well, what are we doing today? I'm going to jump straight into it. And we are going to be looking at ShimmerVerb by Eventide. So if you are a fan of Blackhole, well, hold on to your ankles because things are going to heat up because this thing is just as awesome. And we're going to be looking at this with a few different instruments like I normally do when I look at these reverb apps, stuff like that. I'm going to go through a few instruments and then at the end I'm going to play for you a off the wall, making it up on the spot collection of music that could go sideways, could not, could sound awesome, could sound rubbish. We don't know. It's a spin of the wheel. And no, I haven't downloaded the Cats app. Hello to Dean as well. And Ed Zielinski, good to see you as well. So that is what we're going to do today. And I'm in such a calm and relaxed mood. I'm not even yelling or anything like that. I'm going to have a sip of water because it's super hot here this morning. I intend on having some very calm, relaxing shows this week. Before I go on holiday, everybody. So I will. Hello, Saga Kadabra. Welcome to you as well. So yes, next week I will be away for 4 days. So you will be getting the same. You will be getting shows, but I'm pre-recording them this week for next week. So from Monday through till. Is that right? So from Saturday, I can't remember. I think Saturday through till Wednesday. Something like that. Anyway, you'll be getting 4 days of pre-recorded shows with me still here in the chat each morning at 8 a.m, even though I'll be on holiday. So how's that? Alrighty, let's have a look at this really cool app. We're going to have a look how it works, break down all the controls and everything, and then get to playing. So we are going to do this today inside of AUM. So let's open up this sucker. This sucker here, and we'll go full screen so you can see what's going on. I'm going to, for starters, open up a Ravenscroft as the opening instrument for myself to use. So a Ravenscroft. Now, I mentioned last time I opened Ravenscroft that I couldn't get any added user presets to work on my Ravenscroft, but that has changed. Look. They're back. They're here now. So all I had to do was actually reset, do a hard reset of my iPad, and then they showed up. Thank you, Thomas Gillane, who not only provided these presets on my Ravenscroft, but provided me with that tip to get it to work. So we have Ravenscroft here. I'm going to choose one of the sounds. And also I need to choose my Aurea Keystep 37. Cool. So now we are playing through my keyboard, and I can prove that to you if you are a doubter. There we go. So these sounds have been provided by Thomas Gillane, and as you can see, there's like this is on his YouTube channel if you head over there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 5 sounds. So Pretty Bright. Next one is Pretty Good. Then we've got Pretty Mellow and Pretty Soft, and lastly the Piano Next Door. But I shall use this bright one just for now. For definition, maybe not. Maybe we'll use Pretty Good. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to now add to this ShimmerVerb. So we'll do an audio unit. So yes, this is an audio unit. I'll bring this in now. So ShimmerVerb, and now it's set up. So how much is this app too? From memory, I do believe it's about $14.99 US. I can check on that if you would like me to. Let's do all the things. So ShimmerVerb US is, there we go, $14.99. And what is ShimmerVerb, you ask? ShimmerVerb is a reverb with a dual set of pitch shifters that are hooked up to it that you can slow down, speed up, you can delay them, you can run them so one low, one high, and you get this shimmering effect that can create like orchestral kind of sound. So it's like, I like to say this app is like Blackhole, but with the added intensity of like a orchestral kind of shimmering background that can come from anything that you plug into it. Yeah. So now we've got Ravenscroft in here. This is the look of ShimmerVerb. So if you're used to using Eventide apps, it's exactly the same. They all pretty much look the same. So hello, Doug. Welcome to you as well. If there's anybody else I have missed, I apologize. So straight off the bat, you can hear what's happened to that piano. So you can hear, along with that reverb, not only do you have the reverb running out there in the background, you've got these higher notes. So this particular one is higher notes. So what we'll do is first we'll run through the controls so you know what's going on. Obviously to the left here, Let me get my pointer. To the left here are where your presets are. Okay, lots of nice little presets there you can play with. We'll run through those. The first knob along the top. We'll go from left to right, top to bottom, if that makes you happy. So this is your mix button. You'll find these on nearly all effects. So when I turn that all the way down, and we turn it all the way up, so it's basically you know, a wet dry knob kind of thing. Pull it back to the middle, you're getting a mix of both there. Okie doke. So I'm gonna just pull up the mix fully and we'll have a look at the decay. If I turn down that decay all the way, you'll see I'm missing the start of that note or that chord. And then when we turn it back up, it's back there, yeah? So typical decay knob on your on any kind of effect there. Let's bring that mix down to about 3/4. And then you've got next to that the size. So this is the size of the room, yeah? So if I put this up nice and big all the way to the end, you can hear that still going. Hi Joe, kiss kiss, wink wink, nudge nudge, say no more. Alright, so yeah, you've got your full size of your room, you can bring that right down. So you can hear that doesn't last anywhere near as long, yeah? Compared to all the way up. So pretty basic stuff so far, yeah? All right, well, the next two, so as I said, you've got dual pitch shifters built into here as well. So, and let's show you what they do. So if now at the moment, so these run by semitones full, so you can see they're run by C's here. So I do believe, let's show you the difference. Let's pull all these down this way. So we're going low. So you can hear that high whiny sound is gone. We can put this one up high. Sense, exactly, sense. That's what I was trying to think of. So now you can hear that jingling's back there, that high pitched jingling. Because I turned one up, let's turn both of them all the way up. And you can control the pitch. So you can have one low, one there, one high. Okay, so what else you can do with these these two pitch shifters is you can control these with the delay button, with this delay knob. So you can actually turn this up and you'll hear them kick in a little bit after the note has been struck. Let's do it with... Hear how they just come in afterwards? You can turn that all the way up. But you could do something like pull this one down, say 4.90 cents, and this one down, say 30. So they're slightly off each other, and you'll hear them actually slide. So you can actually get them to slide to each other. Now, right over to the side, I don't have any coffee this morning. I was running late. The battery in my guitar died because I left the lead in last night and went to sleep. I woke up this morning and the battery was dead, so I was madly trying to find a battery and I didn't get time to make a coffee, so I've just got H2O. Oh, that water's cold. Yeah. All right, so this button right on the end here is the freeze button. And what can you do with the freeze button? I'm glad you didn't ask. I'm going to tell you anyway. So I can actually hold down a note, hit the freeze button, you hear what that does? So basically, I've held down the note, it's created that reverb and used those pitch shifters, so you got all that ringing sound out, but as soon as I hit freeze, it turns off all of the other effects. So you see that? So let's just show you fully. If I put the mix up fully, and now hit the freeze. Where'd it go? Oh, it's good to have the mix, sorry. Let's do that again. Now every note I hit won't have the shimmer on it. Which is really good for, like, you know, layering things up. So if you've got something that's happening with a whole lot of shimmer going on, you know, you've got a really big preset on there, then you can just touch that freeze button and it'll just kick it off, keep the reverb happening in the background and give you a nice clean sound again. So, you know, with your guitar or whatever else you've got plugged in with your vocal, and you can still hear, listen to it, still going, mate. That's a lot of reverb. All right, so down the bottom, if let's just go back over here. So you've got your input and your output gain. So those are pretty self-explanatory. Down the bottom here, you've got an EQ. So for the actual reverb, you can take out the lows, mids, and highs. And last but not least, you have, well, second last but not least, you've got your feedback here. So you can turn up your feedback. And you'll notice as I turn up the feedback, once it gets to a point, it changes to pitch kill, which is pretty much, so that will cut out any of the pitch shifters. And then if you keep going all the way to the end, it virtually is like pressing the freeze button. You see that? And so the last two buttons right on the right there, before we get into looking at some presets and plugging in guitars and singing and stuff. So you've got this hot switch here. And what you can do with the hot switch is I can click on it and hold it down. And once it starts flashing, then I can go in here and say, we can change the pitch. So let's change these. I can change the mix to all the way. And I can change the size of the room a little bit down. And then when I let go, now when I click between the hot switches, I've created two little variations of a preset that I can quickly flick between. Without having to open up your presets. So it's pretty cool, yeah? And the button underneath is just to turn it on and off. And the last thing I will show you is something that is built into all of the Eventide apps, and that is the ribbon down the bottom, yes? So see this little thing down here? It looks like the eye of a Cylon or Kit from Knight Rider. So what you can do with this is kind of similar to the hot switch. So I can move this right to the end here, right to the start, and if I click on this little button here next to it, you'll see a light comes on. And what you can actually do in here is you can turn a whole bunch of the knobs here. So I can turn this, and you'll see a little light comes on the knob. So if I turn this one, if I turn this one, and this one, and then I click this button once again, it's now set a preset into the ribbon. So I can now pull this ribbon across, and you'll see all those knobs that I moved now move, yeah? How cool is that? So that is the ribbon. So those are all your basic functions of the ShimmerVerb. And as I said, nearly most of the Eventide apps or the Reverb apps, they all pretty much look like this. Blackhole's exactly the same kind of deal. So, you know, once you know one, you're pretty good for the rest of them, yeah? But let's have a listen to some of the presets. So we have some artist presets in here that you get with it. You get some factory presets with like short reverbs, medium reverbs, and long reverbs. So we'll just run through a few of these, and then we'll plug in a bunch of stuff, and we'll see what we can do live and create something off the cuff. Alrighty, so let's just go through some of these. This is called Lady Starlight. So as you can see, there's 5 people's presets already in here. Let me show you what I'm doing with my keyboard here. Really cool stuff. So you can see here, there too, like with these pitch shifters, you can see how one is low and the other one's really high, and they're actually sliding down to another one. It's amazing stuff. Hello, Colin Powell. Michael, buzz, buzz, buzz. I wonder where does Zealand. Good to see you. And look, I'm only in the first user preset section here. So and you don't always have to go over the top with this thing, you know, like you can create subtle sounds as well. Going to jump into, let's try some of these high harmonics. So we've kind of heard what it can do with the piano. Let's throw on something fun, like, I don't know, what about a vocal? Whoa. Listen how deep and brutal that is. Brutal. Like a So all of those, man, I love that when it's in the background. So all of those, I feel like I'm in Poltergeist. Caroline! So all of those are from this list. Let's turn that off. Were from a long reverb. So you've got medium ones in here as well. Look, you have a hell of a lot of presets in here. You know, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck because they do provide you with a crap load of presets. So you've got short ones in here, let's say like this Dark Angels. Cool. So, I think what I'll do now is we'll finish up by showing you some guitar, but let's do it in a performance because we've got 20 minutes and I reckon I can create something really cool. So, if in the 20 minutes before when I realized I didn't have a battery for my guitar, I was setting something up and it should all still work. Let me just open this on my MacBook. Where are we? What am I looking for? Not notes. I'm looking for pages. There's pages. And I need to open this one. Cool. That'll help me. Just so I don't get lost. So I'm going to let's open up because I've got a project I saved for this. Ooh, there it all is. So I've got a bunch of things here. Oh. And let me just plug in my guitar. So basically I'm using The only effect I'm using on all of these instruments is ShimmerVerb on each track. Nothing else. Nothing more. Now let's see if my guitar is working. I think I changed the battery and we should be good. And of course, it doesn't look like it is. This would help if I actually plug the right lead in. I've got too many guitar leads. Alrighty. There we go. This sounds incredible on guitar. Okay, I'm going to turn off this mic and wish me luck. hold me once again in the air of my brain. Love will never be saved. Save me as I wade into a crystal glass. Blood seeps from eyes of sadness. Hold me once again, empty your love, my pain. Swallow me set modern light. Dream a dream of silken swirls in my sleepless night. I wanna dance again. Sorry I got lost again. I wanna taste your caring touch along my crawling skin, 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 my crawling skin. Time brings tears, shattered memories on. Lie, hear me in my time of need. Your love is what I need. Your love is what I need. Your love. Your my crawling skin. My crawling skin. All right, so you can create some pretty epic sounds just by messing around. And I made heaps of mistakes there. So these things happen. Not everyone's perfect, but you can just see, like, that's just one effect running a bunch across of instruments. So what do I have there? Let's just turn down this. Oh man, go down. So yeah, what do we have playing there? We had, let's turn off the effect on all of them. So we had, so I had 2 guitar tracks actually running through there. Make sure they're off. So I had 2 guitar tracks. I had a guitar running through 2 in one input, but 2 instances of it with 2 different shimmer effects. For this one, we just had piano. Yeah. If we turn them all down, what have we got? So yeah, we had the piano there. In this one was the vocals, so we can turn all these down now. And this one, we had a trombone. And in this one, I was using fretless saxophone in there. So fretless, which we'll be looking at the whole fretless series over the next week or 2, because I have all of them. So we'll be having a look at those as well. They're pretty. They're pretty damn cool. You can make some amazing sounds with them. And if you're not really up for spending the money for the Swarm instruments, these are the perfect cheaper alternative that sounded just as cool, man. So yeah, and then we had Geo Shred playing there as well. And the setting I had that on, my friends, was just the Geo violins, so the Swarm violins. And I had the setting, so if we pick violins, and here I had meditation selected, which gives you that drone sound, which you can control here. And it gives you that little GeoShot is pretty damn cool. So yeah, that's really all I had running. Pretty unexciting stuff there to create such a wall of noise. So thank you very much for hanging out and listening to my my sounds. I hope this has been interesting for you. What can I say? It's an Eventide app. It's a ShimmerVerb. It's unbelievable. You know, it's definitely a app to have in your arsenal that, you know, can just create some amazing sounds, can take really basic sounds and make them that little bit more brutal. Yes. Tomorrow, folks, we are back doing our mental health and well-being show, and we're talking about guilt. So if you don't want to miss that, it's going to be very full on. Yeah. I recommend that you come along and get into it, because if you've dealt with guilt on any scale, this is going to be the show for you. And you know, who hasn't dealt with guilt? Because we live in a world where guilt and fear are the number 2 things that are shoved down our throats every single waking day. Hey, thank you all for being here today. Mitty, kiss, kiss, Doug, Joe. Hey, everybody, have a wonderful day. Do the things that make you happy and keep making mistakes, because they make you better. I'm going to hit the road, and I'm going to work on some vocals today and chill for the rest of the day. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and bye-bye.